19 Deadliest Islands on Earth.
Welcome to Damn Nature, You Scary Saturdays.
Heard Island, located in Antarctica. This location is popular with extreme surfers, but the surfers have to navigate ice-cold waters that often give them hypothermia. Number 18. Antigua. This is a beautiful but impoverished island in the Caribbean. It made news in 2008 when a British couple on their honeymoon was executed by thieves. It seems like paradise, but this island has a murder rate per head of population that is 3 times greater than that of New York. Number 17. Bouvet Island. This is the most remote and uninhabited island in the entire world. The area is almost completely encased by a glacier, and there's very little life to be found. The nearest land is 1,000 miles south, and that's Antarctica. Adding to the harshness, you have to arrive by helicopter since there are no ports available. You want to get away from it all? This is the place. Number 16. Danger Island. Located 500 miles south of the Maldives, the name is thought to be inspired by the lack of safe anchorage, which made trips here risky for explorers. Still, it takes nerve to call yourself Danger Island, so that earns it a place on the list. Number 15. Fraser Island. Located in Australia, the island boasts beautiful beaches and looks like a picture postcard tourist destination. But the area is forbidden to people thanks to dangerous jellyfish and sharks that call these waters home. And those beaches contain a number of large crocs and some of the deadliest spiders on Earth. Number 14. The Great Blue Hole. Located off the coast of Belize, this isn't exactly an island per se. It's basically an amazing sinkhole, 480 feet deep, and contains limestone stalactites and aquatic life. The circular sinkhole is one of the most incredible dive spots in the world. Even the famous ocean explorer Jacques-Yves Cousteau was a big fan. Number 13. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch. This area more than lives up to its name. It is one of the most concentrated regions of junk piled up anywhere. The Garbage Patch is also called the Pacific Trash Vortex and ranges from Japan to the west coast of North America. The accumulation of so much debris has resulted in toxic substances surrounding the area and causing a threat to the health and safety of sea animals. Number 12. Gruniard Island. Now, this tiny island located in Scottish waters has a reputation as one of the most dangerous areas in the world due to top-secret biological warfare experiments conducted by the British during World War II. It's alleged that the island's soil still contains traces of deadly anthrax. Entire flocks of local sheep were killed when anthrax spores were released into the atmosphere. In the 1980s, the island was decontaminated using formaldehyde, another material that's potentially hazardous. Number 11. Reunion Island. Located in the Indian Ocean, this island is popular as a holiday destination thanks to its balmy climate and pristine beaches. But think twice before booking a trip there. This area has an abnormally high concentration of sharks patrolling the waters. 13% of the world's worst shark attacks have happened off of Reunion's coastline. Since 2011, sharks have attacked 20 people and killed 7. Because of so many deadly shark attacks, swimming and surfing have been outlawed there since 2013. Number 10. Saba Island. Talk about a bad location. This island, located in the Netherlands Antilles, is positioned right near the epicenter of hurricanes. In fact, Saba has been ravaged by more hurricanes than any other island in over a century. That includes 15 Category 3 storms and 7 Category 5s. The island has even recorded the most uprooted trees due to high winds. Thanks to these inhospitable conditions, however, the island gained favor as a sanctuary for pirates and smugglers. Number 9. Miyake-jima Izu Island. Due to high levels of sulfur in the air, inhabitants of this volcanic Japanese island are required to wear gas masks. In 2005, Mount Oyama, an active volcano, most recently exploded, and the volcano has been leaking poisonous gas ever since, requiring the use of gas masks. When sulfur reaches toxic levels, sirens sound off to warn the inhabitants. Number 8. Ramri Island. Japanese and British troops clashed during World War II on this large island off the coast of Myanmar. When the Japanese tried to retreat into marshes, saltwater crocodiles overwhelmed them, killing more than 400 soldiers in 1945. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, this incident is the greatest disaster suffered by humans by animals. Number 7. Northern Sentinel Island. Located in the Bay of Bengal, this island is home to the final Stone Age tribe called the Sentinelese. For 60,000 years, this civilization has lived in isolation. They've had no contact with the outside world, and they want to keep it that way. Ships or helicopters approaching the island are assaulted with barrages of rocks and arrows. Their aim is so lethal that no successful landing has been made upon the island. Number 6. Runit Island. Located in the Inuitak Atoll, this large coral island has been the location of 43 active nuclear tests conducted by the United States government. Although a huge dome, known as the Cactus Dome, was constructed to isolate the radioactive materials, more than 800 people from the island had to be evacuated. It's estimated that the area could be uninhabitable for the next 10 years. Number 5. Rebirth Island. This area is shared by Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. In 1948, a bioweapons lab was established here that tested smallpox, anthrax, and bubonic plague, among other deadly agents. Disease-carrying containers stored here have been known to leak. Rebirth Island takes its name from the fact that the receding waters of the Aral Sea have allowed it to rejoin the mainland via a land bridge. Maybe not technically an island anymore, but close enough. Number 4. Pavgloya Island. This tiny island is located near Venice in northern Italy. It's gained a reputation for being one of the creepiest places in the world. The island contains many mass graves where victims of the Black Death were buried since the 14th century. It's estimated that over 100,000 people have been killed on this island over the centuries. Stories of ghosts and unexplained activities have been recorded happening on the island. In one case, a woman claimed an entity clawed at her face with such ferocity, the wounds required 13 stitches. Don't worry about visiting, though. Italy has banned all tourism and visits to the island. Number 3. Bikini Atoll. Two things make this a dangerous destination: nuclear radiation and sharks. Between 1946 and 1958, this was the site of more than 20 nuclear weapons tests. Original inhabitants refused to return, even though the area was declared safe, quote-unquote, in 1997. The atoll does have its share of attractions, though. Thanks to the lack of fishing here during the past 65 years, sea life has flourished, including sharks. There are also numerous shipwrecks in the region, which attract brave divers every year. Number 2. Farallon Islands. Now, these islands, off the coast of San Francisco, were used as a dumping site for radioactive waste between 1946 and 1970. Nearly 48,000 55-gallon steel drums were thrown away, but their risk to the environment is unclear, and their exact locations are unknown. There's some debate as to whether removing the drums would cause more damage than allowing them to remain. If you plan on snorkeling here, be advised that many great white sharks are attracted by a large elephant seal population living in the region. Number 1. Ilha de Quaitama Grande, also known as Snake Island. This is a tiny island off the coast of Brazil that is swarming with snakes. It's estimated that 4,000 golden lancehead vipers are densely packed into the area. For those who suffer the bite, there is no antidote that completely negates the poison's effects. Throughout the island, snakes have been tied up, making it impossible for humans to enter. In fact, the Brazilian Navy has banned civilians from the island altogether. Safe to say that Indiana Jones would never book a holiday here.
See you next week on Damn Nature, You Scary Saturdays.